Wow, we are so live. And we got IG going. We got everything going. Listen, I am so glad to be here tonight. Like you can't even imagine. It's a special night for me because I've got to, I know, I'm in the middle of a process right here. Like a process, like for real, okay? Like it's getting colored right now. Now I am colored. I know. I'm trying to get rid of my white roots, the Swedish people. You can never get rid of them. They're like cockroaches. Cockroaches and Jews will never leave. We're never going to leave. You could try, but you'll die trying because we ain't going nowhere. So how's that just for an introduction? If this is your first time here, welcome. It's a very, very welcoming place here. Your comedy concierge will tell you everything. Her name is Samantha Linderman. We're going to give her a round of applause. And your social media manager is here, Miss Flores. And the name of her company is Divine. And those little funny prints you see for the posts, they're not from me. Billy Ramirez, he can do that for you. I cannot do that for you, your graphic artist. And the director of the, oh my God, of the Film Actors Cafe, the one and only Aaron McIntyre is here tonight. So I wanted you to be acquainted with everybody. You saw me, I had a different cast on. I know, I know, it's not. I don't know. I have to talk to your father about it after I get my pins out. I'm on needles and pins. Pins and needles, needles and pins. It's Jennifer Flores, but I almost said Jennifer Lopez. And I just want to say to everybody in the Birdland out there that helped me out, I want to thank you. And I just don't know what to say because they like blew up LA School of Comedy. I thought we were going to like be famous. And they were like, "Are you Chi-Chi's mother?" I was like, "That's my bird. I'm Chi-Chi's mother." All of a sudden I got like, "What? Like what?" Then we get there to get the bird, and then the guy is like, "I left him with somebody else." I said, "Why?" Because the man said it's not his bird. Come on in. Uh-oh, here she comes. I know, we're ready to go. Just say hello real quick. Could you just say hello? Round of applause for Aviva Zafran. She's a real Broadway singer, performer. Can you say hi? Hi. That's it. She won't give you anything unless she gets paid. That's my daughter. That's right. Like a good Persian girl. You're only half Persian, I could say that. Aha! That's Aviva June. I'm Sunda June. You got Bobby June. You got Billy June. Billy June, Billie Jean. Same. Well, we want July. I'm a Scorpio. Oh, there's your dad. Does it look bad? I can't make a fist. My pinky's like this, and it's not the 70s. I don't need my pinky. Yes. Okay, so he knows I'm in menopause. And they call it menopause because the men all pause when I walk into the room. Thank you. I'm so glad, because when it's not funny, she'll tell you. All day, she told me, and I have a daughter that's telling me that this is not my bird, by the way, okay? She's like, it's not your bird. You want to think it's your bird, but it's not your bird. And you know your own animal. You know its smell. You know your own bird. I was not given a bird. I didn't even want a bird. Tell this, look, Miss Lithuania, this is what happened, because you don't understand. She told me that the birds were being abused, and we find out that we have not only a cell, like a real terror cell, but they're lighting the birds' feet up to make them dance. Yemenites, you know. So, anyway, I can say that. And they're like, la, 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 doing that whole thing, and I was in the feathers smell like hair burning, and so I took the birds and said I was going to keep them for a few days, and then I took them to California. So they're from the East Village. They survived a terrorist cell. Of course that bird was going to survive. Hamas. Yes, he survived Hamas. Yes, some people can't survive hummus. I get gassy. All right, I'm going to bring up your hostess with the mostest. This young lady is making strides, and you guys go, oh, I forgot to introduce Stu. The newest one here. Give it up for our boy Stu. Yes, tonight. Right, and he will be 12. So that's really exciting. When I think of B12, I think I get a stinger. All right, listen, do you know how to make gold soup, Stu? What? Do you know how to make gold soup? No. That takes 14 carats, ba-dum-bum. All right, you see, that's for the clean kids. I'd like to introduce to you your one and only comedy concierge that makes this place pop, and you'll see that every time you come up. Bring her up, the one and only Samantha Linderman. I just wanted to see her. They're crazy, Jennifer, to
Keep
come
it
here.
going for Cinda Kringquist.
Have a great set. Have fun.
Featured cameo of Aviva Zafran, everybody. Look her up. If you're in New York, if you're in LA, if you're in London, wherever you are, if you're at a wedding, you might get to see Aviva Zafran. I'll never forget the first time I saw Aviva perform. And I was just like, this comedy is bullshit. I was like, I will never tell. I will never.
I was waiting for the story.
I was like, I will never tell a joke that makes anybody feel that good. I was like, I've never laughed. A laugh has never made me feel like how I hear Aviva sing.
Oh my God.
Seriously. Because everything's about me. That's what I do. That's what I will watch somebody perform and be like, okay, but if it was me, not like critiquing their performance. Like, I'm not like watching a performance like, oh my God, like that joke was, I'm like, if it was me, like, Sam, what if it was you? Like, that is somebody of a different gender and race telling a story that like you could never, like, that's not your story. I remember, so I was in theater, obviously, for, majority of my, up and coming years, coming of age, but whatever. And my teacher, she was not African American. She would always say, I'm not African American, I'm Jamaican Canadian. And you would love her. First I had Pasha, and then I got Cinda. And my mom was intimidated by both women and said, why do you need all these women my age in your life? And I was like, I feel like I could never have enough mommies. And now there's Deli Divas. And now her and my mom have a TikTok channel together. And what is happening, and when they go out to eat, love you. Keep it going for Cinda. When they go out to eat, she introduces herself as my mother's husband, and my mom said, "Stop it, they'll believe you." My mom is like the yang or the yin to Cinda. I don't know. They're like the complete opposite. Like, my mom is so Jewish that like she's Catholic. Like, she is so like straight arrow, like straight and narrow, and then there's Cinda. And they go together really well. Today at work, I faced one of the fears that I face every day, which is being pantsed. And you're probably like, Sam, that's a really unsafe work environment. That's a really unhealthy work environment. I work with kids, so calm down. Some of them are 4 years old. But it's my biggest like fear at work. Like, I don't think any of my coworkers have that same fear. Like, I'm just so funny with the kids. I think one of them would be like, Miss Sammy. And it would just be like, oh my God. And then I was like, I feel like if it happened to one of my male coworkers, it wouldn't be as bad because boxers. But then I feel like the older I get, the more I realize that like, I'm just so happy I'm a woman. Like, I'm just so happy. It's hard. It's hard to be a man. I can't imagine going to a urinal. I can't imagine having to pretend I don't realize someone's peeing right next to me. Me and Karina were in the bathroom just talking, yapping, like on the toilet. Like, that's all we do. Like, I love talking in the bathroom. Like, if I was, like, able to hold hands with somebody while I was peeing, like, that's all I would do. Like, what do you mean? Like, you're at the urinal, like. And they made underwear so you have to take your pants down. Like, you're like, I don't know. That's how I picture it. Because when I walk in, all the action stops. I don't know. They get all weird when I go in the men's room. I remember when I was, like, younger, and I would think about, like, when I'm going to go out to bars. It was so much fun, And all I would think about was, like, seeing a line to the women's restroom and, like, getting some baddie cocktail dress, like, walk in the men's room and just, like, getting a sheepy. You guys know a sheepy? It's a pink funnel that is, like, $40 because it was made for women. It's, like, for girls to pee outside. Yeah, Cinda says I shouldn't talk about pee-pee, poo-poo, or period. Jokes. She says farts are white girl shit. Call my dad a white girl. Call him Patricia, because that is a white girl, my dad. He loves Charter pranks. I think that's self-explanatory. We all know what a shart is. A shart, to me, is an example of commitment. You were so focused on whatever you were doing. You couldn't get up and go. A shart shows promise and persistence and self-control, or an attempt at self-control. So to my sharters out there, if you are thinking about doing comedy, this is the place for you. To my constipated people out there, if you are looking to do comedy, this is a place for you. We fit every spectrum. And if you're on the spectrum, this is also the place for you. I have 5 different comics that will call you and tell you that. And they're all on the spectrum. And they can call, and it's like so great. That's how my mom and me. My mom loves when people on the spectrum work at stores. Does nobody else's mom is like that? That's oddly specific, I get. Nobody else? No. My mom is like, I love that they let them work. I love that they let them work. And I'm like, yeah, everyone's, first of all, begging to work. But second of all, I'm like, dude, like, he is the best bagger at the store. Like, because he's on the spectrum, he is following every single rule. He's bag. Like, what do you mean let them work? Why did they let me work at Bath & Body Works? I'm looking at my coworker on the spectrum like, oh my God, like, I shouldn't be here. Yes, I did used to work for Bath & Body Works. Hold the applause. I miss it every winter. You know, there's nothing like shopping season at the mall. It was really scary. I think it prepared me for my current job. It was just like boom, 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 boom. Where's the Apple Store? Where's the Apple Store? Where's the Apple Store? I don't know. Do I look like a genius? Yes, I did. Like, it's so hard when you're trying to get your phone fixed and the Apple Genius is such a cutie. And you know that they're just like, how did you drop your phone in the toilet? It's so hard, the Apple Genius bar. I feel like the Apple Genius bar is like the airport proximity crush of them all. Like, you know when you're next to somebody on a plane and they're a 2 but they're a 10 because they're next to you on the plane? You're like, oh my God, he's watching a movie. He's into film. And it's like, what are you talking about? Oh my God, he's a caretaker. He lives with his grandpa. He can't afford rent. And his grandpa has a caretaker that he pays for. So that's like my logic. Like, I feel like as a comic, I'm so observant. And I'm able to see every red flag. And then I'm able to go, red flag? More like, you know, quirk. Red flag. More like, let's talk about what your dad did to you to make you like that. That's not your fault. Therapy's so great. Therapy's so great. I think it's killing everybody. I love it. If my therapist is watching, that's weird. But I think in a way it's like, at least in the dating world too, it's like it used to be like you could just be like, that guy's an asshole, move on. Now he's like, listen, I just got out of a relationship, and if I'm honest, like, I probably should have waited before getting into something serious, but I didn't think I was going to meet somebody like you. And I need to take a step back. And I need to take a step back for myself. And I'm like, can't you just say she's a natural blonde? Like, I don't know. Like, can't you just tell me, like, what was it? Is it when I called you 4 times? Is that what it was? Just tell me. Is it when you said, do you want to be in a relationship? And I said, me? I saw somebody else today. That's such a crazy. Because they tell you play it like them. You know, like show up and don't want to be in a relationship. Me, you, and this guy. I'm on speaker. He's in the room. Do I want to be in a relationship? I'm pregnant and it's not yours. Now who's clingy? Hey guys, I love it. It's so exciting. I'm so glad that everybody's here on this Manic Monday, on this Manic Medicated Monday. And I am so excited to bring up the first comic of the night. He makes me laugh every single time. I love this guy. Please put your hands together for the very funny, the very talented, the one and only Lee Schwartz, everybody! Woo! Keep it going. Yes.
No short jokes. I really like that last one, though, where you was talking about short and you looked straight at me.
I know, I did that
Yeah.
to you. A month ago.
But
That's why you didn't come back.
got good news and bad news. Bad news is I'm going to use notes. Pretty boring. I never do that, but this time I am. Sorry to disappoint. But I do want to say one thing off the cuff. A truthful thing about short is that short. What a lot of people don't think about it when they go into the bathroom. Short people. I have to make a big decision on which urinal to choose. And I think to myself, I measure them up, and I'm thinking, well, maybe I'm big enough to use the bigger one, but maybe I'm just on the cusp to use the smaller one. So I actually I do really think about this for a second. And some days I think, wow, I'm a big guy. I can go up a little bit, when I'm feeling confident. Yeah. But most times I go, it varies, the heights. They're not all the same. But anyway, I figured out a relationship problem with my girlfriend. The absence makes the heart grow fonder type of deal. So I haven't seen her in 7 months. It's working really well. Very fonder every day, actually. But we have a relationship that's based on hate. It's really good. But we kind of, her and I guess, we have a loving relationship, just not with each other, really. Other people. She's other people. So that's all right. We kind of, instead of completing each other's sentences, it's more like we trade insults. It's give and take, though. I take mostly. But I say, go easy on me, I tell her, I say, I had a hard childhood, I was a lonely kid. And I didn't even have any imaginary friends. And they're hard to see, I just didn't see any around. So, that's... But my parents would make fun of me. They wanted to, get a harder shell for me. So the lisp, the stutter, it's kind of like a stisk that I had. So, but they knew I'd get really bullied when I entered school. So they're getting me ready. And but after a while, they really loved making fun of me. I realized they just liked it. And, it's kind of like home bullying version. But I go on. And but when I was a kid, I had my first dog. He ran away. And I was really upset. And my mom said, it's not, don't take it personally. It was probably the dog just ran away to find a better family, more caring. We were horrible people. So that made me feel real awful, actually. But, I go on. So, but she'd lock me in the closet sometimes, the basement. And she brought me up from the basement and she said, I'm sorry. I'm not going to lock you in the basement anymore. And I had to because I'd locked your brother in the closet. So that's fair, I guess. But one time my dad said, listen, I think it's not fair to make fun of you, not just you. I'm going to make fun of you and your brother. So, yeah, so I go on, though. Now I just deal with my girlfriend mostly. And I don't gamble. I don't need to. I live with her. It's fine. And it's like a jackpot you really don't want. It's like this. It goes, you pull it, it's like angry face, angry face, angry face. And then I just run. I got to get out of there. That's, but, and lately she, after we have sex, she smokes. That's the thing. And I said, we haven't had sex a lot lately. And she said, you're right. And she said, I'm trying to stop smoking. that made kind of sense, I guess. Yeah. But I did get an emotional support dog. He ran away. He's like, I can't take this. I can't. Yeah, he's like, he probably went back to the shelter. I don't know, safer. Yeah. But it's been rough. It's been rough. Last week, I want to get my car fixed, trying to find an honest mechanic, So I go there, totally overcharged, okay? And I said, did you overcharge me because it looks like I knew nothing about cars? And he said, yes, I did. And I was like, that's honest mechanic. Got one. And my girlfriend says, are you going to go, you're not going to go back to this guy? And I'm like, yes, I am. This guy's great. Who's so transparent like that? Jeez, you're not going to find that. I want to go back and see how much he rips me off for. Yeah, what a guy, But I go on, and I'm thinking about, well, I got 2 dogs actually. I decided to get 2 this time, and one's a regular dog and one's an emotional support dog. So if one runs away, I got the emotional support dog will get me through it. So and the idea is the emotional support dog will be stable enough not to run away, because they're well balanced. They're healthy dogs, I guess. But I do get, when my dog, I do feel rejected when he doesn't come. I do feel that way. I get hurt, but I recover. I do, and I will. But and I was trying to figure out my family tree, okay? Because I can't figure out second cousins, third cousins, all those cousins and how they all relate. I asked my mom, how does this all work? She said, okay, I'll explain something to you. Even you can understand. Aunt Janet was out of her tree most of the time. Uncle Jordan jumped out of his tree a lot. And Uncle Richard, he was removed from the tree, but he didn't want to go back in the tree. And probably our tree should have been cut down a long time ago. And dogs pee on our tree. Peed a lot on our tree. She said, we were an awful family. So I go on, But though the other day I did get excited. Though I came in, my girlfriend did have the angry face, greeted me with the angry face, but she had a towel, just a towel. I'm thinking, no, this ought to be all right. She kind of lightens up a little bit. I'm thinking, all right. And she's like, never disturb me when I'm in the shower. Again, remember your key. I'm like, okay, Mom. Thanks. Well, my hopes were dashed in seconds. But, I survive. I get going, But, I don't know. And my girlfriend says I'm dumb smart. I said, I don't know what that means. And she said, exactly. And I said, she's like, okay, here it is. You come up with almost good ideas, but they don't quite work. And I said, well, that's not quite true. I said, I came up with a good idea back in Boston, and the home of great ideas. Not really, but so I was having electrical problems with my car. Only the high beams would go on, and I didn't want it to go in someone's face because they want to kill you. So I put duct tape like halfway up so it wouldn't go in people's eyes. So it worked perfectly, and it was perfect till the cop pulled me over, and he says, that's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. I want you to just go by the side of the road, wait for your girlfriend, and I just want to impound your car right now. I've never seen a cop so angry, honestly. Not even on TV. And just, get your girlfriend to come. You could tell her what an idiot you are. If there was a fine for ADC, I'd push it to the max. But thank you all for listening, and at least somebody does. Thank you.
Go find it. Keep it going for Lee, everybody. Keep it going, keep it going. I didn't do any house rules, did I? When you get the light, you got 2 minutes. Let them know you saw the lights. The bathroom, there's a key. On the way out, I made a lot of pee jokes, but please, just take it out. I work with kids, I get scared. I love when a kid's like this. They're like, I'm like, do you have to go to the bathroom? No. There's a giant piece. No. I'm like, you went. And she's like, yeah. I was like, you were eating a sandwich. She's like, yeah. Wow, you ate a sandwich? That's crazy. I'm going to tell your mom your sandwich was so good that you couldn't wait. I'm going to tell your mom that. That's so funny. We're always like, I'm going to tell your mom. And I'm just waiting for the kid to be like, I don't have a mom. Because that's happened. But then he was like, I have 2 dads. And I was like, yay, yay. Oh, thank God, thank God. I had that so many times. Like this kid, like I was telling him to be quiet, whatever, and he's like, I wish I had a dad. And then it's like, what can I say? I can't be like, do your homework. I can't. It's too hard. It's really crazy. They hate when you tell them to pick up trash more than the kids in Beverly Hills. In Beverly Hills, they're like, with their Chromebooks, or making their Chromebooks like 180. Dude, do you remember when LAUSD, everyone had iPads? Oh my God, everyone LAUSD here is like under 15, but when I was a kid, we had this thing called iPads. I'm sorry to make everyone else. I'm still young. We had iPads, and everybody was like, why do they give kids iPads? Like, they're so expensive, and we're worth it, but not like statistically, like every single one of those iPads has a disease. Like every single one of those iPads probably can no longer update after like 3 uses. And then it turns out like somebody was hooking up with somebody from Apple. It all comes back to the Apple genius theory, I guess. There's something about the Apple geniuses where they're like, you have to be, it's like Trader Joe's, where it's like that unspoken, like you have to be charismatic, you have to be a hipster, you have to, what else at Trader Joe's? You have to, well, I guess the Hawaiian t-shirt's like the uniform. But yeah, I don't know. Like, do you guys mess with Trader Joe's? It's your staple. Yeah. When you go into Trader Joe's, you have to act like you're healthy. Like when you go into Trader Joe's, I'm like, these tomatoes are better than the old tomatoes, and I can have both tomatoes and my caprese salad. I hate tomatoes. I hate salad. And I love this next comic, and I'm so glad he is here tonight and that you guys get to see him. Put your hands together for the one, the only. You know him. You love him. Julio Lemos, everybody! Woo!
How's everybody doing? We got a great crowd tonight. Beautiful crowd, you know? But before I like to start the show by telling something to the audience. You know, I have been sober for quite a while now. Yeah. I've been sober for the last 15 years, yeah. Which means I haven't drank, I haven't smoked, Stuart, cover your ears, and I haven't had sex in the last 15 years. What I'm trying to say is I turned 15. No, but it's true, I'm 15, and I'm currently a sophomore in high school, you know. And in my high school, we have all ethnicities: white, black, Jew, Middle Eastern, but we predominantly have a Latino culture in my school, you know. Which is great, because, you know, we actually have the fastest track team in the state. You know what the coach tells the runners to get them to run faster? La migra viene, immigration's coming, run faster, run faster. Yeah. No, but we have all types of Latinos as well. We have, you know, Guatemalan, Mexican, Nicaraguan, Dominican, and we have one Brazilian guy. You know how I knew he was Brazilian? He was the only gay guy. That's how I knew. Yeah. No, but, you know, I like to say I'm an okay student, you know. And one time I was coming out of class, and then there's this guy. His name is Jacob Rodriguez. And he grabs me by the collar, and he goes, Julio, you're going to sit with us during lunch. And I go, oh, okay, please don't hurt me. Okay. So he drags me all the way to the lunch table, right? And it's like the Last Supper full of Latinos, you know. They're all here, you know. And then he goes, everybody, listen, this is my friend, Julio. He is the smartest guy I know, smartest guy. And I go, if I'm the smartest guy you know, Jacob, you need to meet smarter people. I mean, Jesus Christ. You know, I have a B in all my classes. That's not good. And he goes, no, he's smart, okay? He's going to be the next president, I tell you, you know? He don't like ice and he don't like guys. He's one of us, okay, you know? And so he starts introducing me to all his friends, you know? And he goes, this is a Steven, he Dominican Republic, you know? And he goes, como ve, papi? You know, I'm like, okay, nice to meet you, Steven, nice to meet you. You know, and then he goes, and here we have a Ben Hernandez. He's a Puerto Rican Jew. He's a unicorn. He's rare. Pet him for luck, you know? And he tells me, I get the best of both worlds, bagels and empanadas. It's the best, you know? But in my school, everyone sort of sticks to their own groups, you know? Like everyone sort of sticks to their own cliques, to their own groups. You know, it looks like segregation's still happening. I mean, you know. Yeah. But Halloween has come and gone, you know? Did you dress up? Yes. What did you dress up as?
Like wings.
Wings. Oh, you're an angel. Yes. Samantha, the angel of LA School of Comedy. No, but Halloween has come and gone, and I dressed up as a doctor. I just stole my dad's work clothes. You know, I had scrubs, I had the coat, I had the stethoscope. You know, I looked adorable. You know, but the problem with that was every time I took off the coat and I was just wearing the scrubs, I didn't look like a doctor. I looked like a Menendez brother. Okay, I mean, I was like, I had an inkling to play tennis all of a sudden, which I do, by the way. But no. On Halloween, I went to trick-or-treating with my friends, you know, because teenagers can still trick-or-treat, and I endorse that message. But they don't tell me that they're all dressing up as big military guys, right? So they're all dressed up as big military guys, and I'm pulling up in my bright white outfit, you know, with scrubs, you know. It looked like Dr. Fauci was being protected by Antifa bodyguards, okay? You know? Yeah. You know, we were all carrying bags of candy. It looked like we were carrying the next virus, you know. No, but, you know, in my school, they always ask me, you know, the girls always ask me, you know, what sports do you play? What sports do you play? And I play tennis, and I also do sailing during the summers. What I'm trying to say is I'm speed running white-collar crime. That's what I'm doing, you know. No, but, oh, I forgot to mention this. My school is a Catholic school, you know, as you can tell. That's why I'm here. But it's a Catholic school, and we have confession. And for those who don't know what confession is, it's when you basically confess your sins to the priest and they give you a penance, right? And so, but here's the thing. I'm a teenager. I haven't really done any sins except that, like, one sin every teenager knows, you know. Maybe Stuart knows. I don't know. But, there he goes. So I just pull up in the confessional stand, you know, and I go, not bless me, forgive me, Father, for I have sinned. So I just come up with something. I go, this Friday I ate a cheeseburger. I know we're not supposed to do that, you know. But, and then he tells me, you don't have any sins to confess. Get out of here. Well, I mean, come back eventually, but, you know, get out of here, you know. But, you know, I am a child of divorce, and when you're a child of divorce and you mainly live with your father, at a certain point your father stops being your father and just turns into your roommate. He just turns into your buddy, you know. Like, you know, now I waltz into his room and I just pull out, like, the pudding cups and I'd be like, hey, Dad, do you see these pudding cups? They're street pudding cups. Now there were 4. Did you eat one of my pudding cups, Dad? I think you did. I'm not made out of pudding cups, Papa. I'm not made out of pudding cups, okay? Now I know that you bought these, but these are mine. You know? But whenever he threatens to ground me, you know, he always tries to threaten to ground me. He goes, "You got to be in chemistry. I'm going to ground you." And I go, "Oh, really? I'm going to tell Mom you owe child support." You know, that's what we usually do, you know? No, but Aaron, how much time do I have left? 5 minutes?
No, I mean, 4.
4.5? All right. Yeah.
That's like killing it. Come on, we're Stuart.
Yeah, good, Stuart. Yeah. No, but I only wanted to do 5 minutes to practice for flappers, which I'm going to do. But before I leave you off with this, I just want to say that, you know, I do start to hope making money off stand-up because my roommate keeps telling me I need to pay rent or something, you know. I don't know. I got to pay rent. I don't know what that's about. No, but, you know, most comedians at the end of the show tells you where you can find them on social media, you know, but I don't have that because according to my father, I'm still a child that needs to pay rent, you know. But you can find me at the LA School of Comedy, but you can also find me this Wednesday at Flappers at Uncle Clyde's Comedy Festival. Now, please welcome back to the stage our angel, Samantha Linderman.
Flappers, this Wednesday. Julio, everybody, keep it going. What time? What time's your show? 7:30 Pacific time. No, I'm being a jerk. Pacific time. We're in LA, New York. This city, this night. Are you ready for this next comic who is ready to laugh with the one and only Brennan Weeks? Woo! I don't know what the intro was.
I don't understand
I
what.
got so excited.
All right. I begrudgingly come here. Boy. I hate that you're so good so young. I fucking hate that. I hope you encounter way more tragedy to make your jokes more relatable. All right? All right. If I had half the talent as you did, I wouldn't fucking be here. All right? I wouldn't be here. I am proof that 10,000 hours does not exist. All right? I can't, you do not get better at all. You just stay where you're at. All right. Okay. I'm going to start from space and work my way down. Okay. We got 3-Eye Atlas in the news, right? We've been seeing that a lot. Every time I read the news and it talks about comets or meteors or meteor showers, my only question is, when is it going to hit? All right? Because I'm kind of done with all of you. I'm done doing this. All right? If just tell me when the comet or the asteroid is going to kill us all. Other than that, I'm not going to be awake for it. You know what I mean? I'm going to be in bed. Remember that phrase, the roof is on fire? Remember that? Too, you know, it's a shame we learned it was the atmosphere, right? Right. We're all going to die soon. It's great. Yeah, the planet's definitely in trouble, you know. What do I have written down? Yep. Every day confirms for me that the book of Revelations is coming true. 6-7. All right. It's ridiculous. We have the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. We've had that like mini-series for the past 5 years. It's basically Avatar: The Last Airbender, right? Famine, war, plague, death, yeah. And all the individual books. It'd be nice. Sunda has a new cast, like SNL desperately reaching for cultural relevancy. Okay. That's a good one? All right. I'm going to fuck it up at the end. All right. Now, I don't know. Good news. Good news. The genocide is almost over. You almost got everybody. Right? All right. Hey, you from that joke alone, you don't know what side I'm on. All right. All right. That is a neutral joke. Yeah. Uh-huh. Okay. You guys went to go vote? You guys went to vote? Yeah. Yeah. You know, yeah. You know that saying where it's like, you know, showing up is half the battle, right? Because I pulled up to the polling place. And then I saw that line, and I was like, you guys got it. We're a blue state anyway. I like honked my horn as I was leaving, like as much support as I could give. I was not going to stand in that fucking line. I was late to another open mic. They charge you if you're late. You know, it's fucking stupid with these slotted. I hate this shit. Yeah, I don't want to do slotted anymore. I was at this one mic. There was 4 Italian white guys in a row. I mean, I get it. Like, slotted are $5, but they're like boxing out all the minorities. Like, there's nobody can afford to do comedy anymore. 4 Italian white guys. It was just like, what is this, Sopranos, the next generation? It was awful. It was awful. All right. Are you Italian? No, you're not. You're good. All right. That comb over says different. Okay. This is a side part. Okay. All right. I'm a little too black for that. A little bit. Like, I get it, but it's okay. All right. Moving on to micro. I had a revelation. Call back. I was sitting next to my coworker, and we were at lunch break, right? And I had my headphones in, and I was like really into the show I was watching. And then you always take stock of like how you eat, right? Like when you grew up, like remember when your mom told you like stop chewing with your mouth open, right? Like, and you had to like get your elbows off the table. There's those things, right? I remember, I have a very specific memory where my mom told me to stop moaning when I chewed. I enjoyed food so much as a child at one point that it was orgasmic, all right? Having a meal kind of sounded like an early 1990s R&B interlude, right? Yeah, you like that? I like it. Call my mashed potatoes a little slut. Scaring the shit out of everybody at Thanksgiving. All right. What is he doing? And like, luckily for my coworker, he's like, no, you're fine actually. And I was like, oh, thank God, I'm learning. That's good. All right. The last person I need to piss off is the one guy who can guarantee me job security. You're talking about sharding is a commitment. I have a story. I used to be a teacher. I taught for 16 years. And now I work for, there's no claps. Everybody else is questioning my character, which is fine. I used to be around children, all right? And teachers don't get drug tested, all right? That's how I was able to pull that off. Yeah, I was teaching for 16 years. It was my big career. It's what I got a master's degree for. It's what I did. And about 3 years ago, I was teaching 7th grade earth science, right, in South Central. And I was also happened to be doing a lot of cocaine on weekends, all right? You try teaching 7th grade earth science, all right? It sucks. You need a thrill on a Friday. Beat the withdrawal by Sunday, right? Just, all right, no, okay, it's a little much. All right. No, but back to the sharding. All right, so I remember I was teaching, I was up there talking about rocks, some stupid shit. And I was like, all right, kids, turn to page 44. Yeah, so if we continue on to page 44 over here, and you know what? You know what time it is? Free time. And I'm just going to open up the door over there. Like, I kept, look. You know how you see, like, during, like, the Emmys or the Oscars and, like, you know, a performer, person's in the audience, like, and they're like, and the nominee is, or the winner of this Oscar, and, like, the big clap, like, when they, that's how I felt, that none of the students figured out that I shit my pants. I felt I could have gotten an EGOT in that moment, all right, for the way how I also soft-shoed my way to the door. And in South Central, nothing is convenient, all right, especially in the education system, thank you. And I would have, okay, comedy room etiquette number 1, the sound guy is on mute, all right, let's do, all right. All right, settle down back there, all right. You know, okay, let me finish. The bathrooms were a quarter of a mile away, all right? And you have to go to the elementary school, all right? Right? So in that emergency, right, Usain Bolt, right, inspirational, because how tight my ass was clenched, it was like women's pockets, all right? Like, that's how, like, I made it. And then, thank God, the sinks at the elementary schools were so low that I could wash my ass out at a comfortable angle. And was able to get rid of my drawers in the trash can, all right? I taught 7th grade earth science commando that day, all right? All right? All right, that was it. There could be more. I have a whole other thing about how my mom used to masturbate to Russell Crowe, but I mean, a shart happens. All right, thanks, guys. I'm Brady Weeks. Bye.
Where did mine go?
Nah, don't worry about it.
Anyways, keep it going. I always used to get confused when teachers say earth science. Lee, a shit fart. It's when you shit and you fart. Sharter? Okay, now we're doing class. Okay, class. So, somebody who, let's think of an example. Doctor. No, that doesn't work. Bird feeder. It's the thing that feeds the bird. So a sharter is somebody who sharted. on the brink of, he's like so tired of it. He's like, stop talking about sharding. Like if Cinda was here, like this would never be happening. I'll never forget the one, no, it's not your fault. I mean, you didn't, did you shard? Now it's like, now it's feeling like you're like checking, like, did I do that? That is so crazy about the bathroom being separate in the elementary. Like, that's so scary. Like, middle school teachers go through so much. I remember my 7th grade science teacher, we had to do health, and like it got around to that time. And he was like, guys, so I feel really uncomfortable talking to you about this. So here's this girl from Planned Parenthood. And boy, oh boy, did the boys put her through a lot. Because they do that anonymous box. You know what I'm talking about? Like, they write a question, and it's like, don't put your name. It's a safe space, whatever you want. And then it's like, I want your boobies, teacher. Like, Karina from Planned Parenthood, the 28-year-old volunteer, she's like, like there's only like 3 real questions. One of them is about sharding. She's like, did somebody, I have to do that with the kids at school all the time. I used to say, like, does anyone have to go to the bathroom? And then I just go, did anybody poop their pants? Because it really smells right now. It really smells so bad I can't breathe. I have to open the door. If we had snack time, I would put it off an hour. I can't breathe. One time somebody was in here and farted, and Cinda came on stage. I had literally never seen her like this. Look her up, look up her acting reel, look up all her stuff. She's a great actress. Like, I thought she was joking. I mean, she's a comedian. She's like, I don't know if it's anybody's first time here. Do you remember this? Do you remember? I don't know if it's anybody's first time here. We don't do that shit in here. That is some white people okay? And like, Suna usually doesn't talk about white people. Like, she's not like, it's like, she really went it. She's like, that's some little white girl shit. Like, if you have to go, you step outside and you go like a grown person. Okay, this next comic, right? And then I see this guy. He was not white, and he was on the spectrum, and he was like 6'5", and he kept walking in and out, and I'm like, is he nervous? What's going on? He was partying. And so this is a safe space to an extent, right? Like, this is a safe space. Like, we can only do so much. I think this is the best place to be, like, to expose you to the world. Like, obviously we have comics of all ages, all backgrounds, all talent, and I'm so excited to bring this next talent to the stage. She is a femme fatale. You are not ready for the comedy of the one and only Karina, everybody!
Thank you. Thank you, darling. You know, since we're going to shit jokes, I think sometimes the most courageous thing you can do in life is shit your pants. Really, it takes a lot of courage. Imagine you're like, you know, like you've been mentioning you're like really far away and also, it could be orgasmic. You know what I'm talking about? You don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I have to work on my orgasm. Okay, so hi, I'm Karina. I'm from Lithuania. Yeah. Right. Nobody knows. Don't fucking pretend. Nobody knows where the fuck is Lithuania. Well, Lithuania used to be a left testicle of Russia and then has been chopped off. Well, you know, I'm Lithuanian and I'm adapting here in America, so I started doing this thing that you American people do. It's called dating. So I went on this date with this American guy. You know, we went out and then he tries to kiss me. I say, no, stop it. So he stops and drives me home. I'm like, what? Oh, in Lithuania, the guy tries to kiss you. You say no. So he tries again. You say no. Then you slap him. Then he tries again. You slap him back. He slaps you twice. Then you punch him. He punches you twice. Then you have sex. Then he drives you back to school.
Oh my God.
Because your lunch break is over. You know? Oh, we smoke a cigarette together as well. I forgot about that part. So okay, so I grew up during, I grew up in Soviet Union, and you guys will never understand, but what brought me here to America, what I realized is Snickers. Snickers, as simple as that. I was like very little. I remember that day when my mom brought a Snickers bar and I ate it and I kept the bloody paper under my pillow every night, praying to God and sniffing it. God, I hope I can get more. So now I'm here and I can get any Snickers I want, but I don't eat that shit. I don't eat that shit. Also, I am newly born Catholic. And, I was saved, reborn, whatever you call it. And, I actually wanted to give a prayer before my act, and I'll do it now. Hail Mary, full of grace, punch the demon in the face. That's right. That's my kind of Mary. Mary is always presented like super nice. And yes, she's nice. My Mary is nice and kind, but fuck her over and she's gonna fucking punch you in the face. That's the Hail Mary I like, and I know. So I wanted to apologize if anyone. Basically, I don't hate you guys. I just want to announce I don't hate you. But I started this thing. I started drinking raw garlic in the morning with a glass of water. I don't hate you. It's just a phase. It's just a phase I'm going through. It's a cleansing phase. I'm slaying demons. I'm slaying demons. You think demons are outside? Yes, there are. Many, but mostly the demons are inside. So, and I'm, they call it street smart, there's book smart, I'm movie smart. In movies, what? Vampires, warlocks, it's all garlic. So, here we go. So I garlic every day. But, okay, so I'll tell you. So I spend a lot of time with dogs. And, I kind of adapt. They say that, what makes you is the environment. So when I meet new people, I kind of go like, I smell people, and that's the most important thing for me. Like, honestly, I met this, like, you can meet like fucking Dalai Lama. No matter how far you go in life, no matter how much you achieve, if you stink... That's all you gotta remember. That's for sure. So I trust dogs. Dogs is my religion because they know better. If I see somebody and they smell bad, I go like, no. No matter. Like, could be the most good-looking person. The smell is number one. Honestly. What else I was going to say? Yes. So why I came up with this idea, because once I had to do this photo shoot. I used to do like modeling, and I had to do this photo shoot with this girl, and I knew her, she knew me, and I thought she was my friend. And the photo shoot was a yin and yang. She's dark hair, I'm blonde. So we had to be like this, Like all the photo shoot is like we're kind of kissing. And she knew what we're gonna do. So we come to the day to the photo shoot, and she's coming. You know, the photographer starts, and I smell garlic, and I'm like, "Did you eat garlic this morning?" She's like, "Yeah." You knew I'm gonna be kissing you all day. You know what? For me, the friendship is over. It's a fucking act of violence. She fucking hates me. That's how much I care about smell. Like, she knew. Okay, so Dalai Lama says, you know, if you want to be happy, you have to love yourself first. So I love myself every day, sometimes twice a day. But now, since I'm newborn Catholic, I feel a lot of guilt. So the other day, I was watching Mel Gibson talking about Jesus and all, and his movie and everything, and I got so horny. I was like, shit. I gotta do something. I really wanna, you know. So I started running around the house trying to find the place where he could not see me. And there's no place like that. Jesus Christ sees everywhere. So I'm like, no, Karina, you're stronger than this. You can do this. So I decided to pray rosary instead. And I go outside, I put on bikini, and I'm like laying in the sun, and I'm like, Hail Mary, full of grace, and then this fucking demon comes like in my head. Like, honestly, I got so taken, or like, I heard it's a thing, like when people want to pray, the biggest like temptations come while you're praying. So I accidentally masturbated while praying. If you don't see me anymore, guys, no, it's wrath. If I get struck by lightning, no, it's wrath. Wrath of God. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you so much, and bring back. Oh, find me at Karina de Gleit, my Instagram. Thank you so much, and lovely Samantha again. Oh, okay. We're going for Karina, everybody! Keep it going!
K-pop Demon Hunter, Karina Pop Demon Hunter. Nobody. Yeah. It's not a kid. It's not a kid movie. Like, this is the most streamed movie on Netflix ever. 200. What is it like? Right now, it's 300 million. Just right now, 301 million. 302 K-pop Demon Hunters, and it could never be American Pop Demon Hunter. Can you just imagine? Can you just have like Shawn Mendes like singing like, "I'm gonna fight a demon"? Yeah. Ed Sheeran, Demon Hunter. Ed Sheeran is the demon. Plus, minus, multiply, divide, however you want to put it. And, okay, I'm so excited to bring this next guy up to the stage. I believe, is this your debut at the LA School of Comedy? First time. Is it your first time? Okay, put your hands together for one only Ariel, everybody! Woo!
Okay. How do I? Oh, okay. Yeah. You're talking about the meteor? Was it? Yeah. I think it's bullshit. I don't know. I feel like. I don't know. Anyways, you're talking about those Starbucks Bear Cups things, those like $30 things. Like, I don't get what's the point in that stuff. Like, what's the hype about that? You know, like I don't like get the point of that. Honestly, like guys going at 4 a.m. to like get like a cup for their girlfriend and stuff, and I'm like, what? Can't you just like wait? Like, I don't get it. I have no notes. This is my first time here, so. Yeah. What can I talk about? Well, I'm kind of stuck right now.
Cinda always says, what do you hate about LA traffic?
Oh my God, LA traffic's so bad. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Oh God, I want to die when I'm just stuck there. Like, it's so annoying. Like, oh my God. There's that one old lady in the Mercedes that just cuts you off, and it's like that. It's, yeah, probably Sunday. Yeah, she probably cut me off. Yeah. I'm a LA native, so it gets worse over time. The traffic. It's not like it gets better, you know. And you think that I didn't even know who the mayor of LA was till the fires. Honestly. No, I'm not kidding. I'm like, wait, why is she like funding the streets with the roads and stuff? And like, I'm like, come on, you have all this money from the taxes and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it. Like, and the governor of California is like just talking shit like to Trump. He doesn't do anything either. So I'm like, what the fuck? Where do you do something? Like, what the fuck? Is it that hard to be governor? Like, I don't understand. Always just smile and go to like restaurants and shit. Like, I don't get it. What else I had about LA traffic? The Waymos kind of scared me at first. Honestly, I was like, you know, what if I hit one? What do I do? Like, I called the insurance. Say, yeah, I hit a AI robot. Like, how does that work? Do I get a point for that? Or like, and then hopefully the new Teslas come out with the AI shit because those are cheaper though. But it's like $7 a pop. I don't know. Give me something else to talk about.
What do you do?
I sell shampoo. I'm bald.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. We work for a family business. We sell shampoo to like Marshalls and Ross and TJ Maxx. And I do the e-commerce side. It's not fun at all. I have to package the boxes and send them off to Amazon. And it's like, it sounds fun, but it's not fun. I'm not passionate about shampoo, as you know, because I have no hair. I've never conditioned my hair in my life, honestly. Maybe that's why I went bald when I was 23. I don't know. I'm 30 now, so I don't know. Yeah. What I mean, LA is not the best city in the world, but it has the good weather, like kinda ish. I mean, like it's kind of cloudy all the time. I mean, like it's not like the most ideal city in the world, but I mean, yeah, I don't know. What else? Sunda. Oh yeah, she called me. I called her at 7 p.m. on Saturday. She's like, "Come over here tonight." I'm like, "Really? Like, you mean tonight?" This last Saturday, and I was like, "Okay." She come over. We do a skit together with like with him, that guy, and then we were like, and then I didn't know what the hell I was doing, honestly, and even now I don't know what I'm doing, but yeah. Thank you.
That's 2 minutes. You want 2 more?
Oh, 2 minutes? Okay. What else? Yeah, I don't know, I'm like stuck now. Okay. I'm done.
Okay, beautiful. Where can we find you? Social media?
Yeah, oh yeah. My Instagram is Ariel Lion of God.
Love it.
Yeah.
God tonight. Keep it going. That was a wonderful debut. That was wonderful. I want you to go back and watch it. I'll never forget the first time I went up here. And it's a special feeling. And this guy has made this place all the more special ever since he's came. He is the director of the Film Actors Cafe. Put your hands together for Aaron McIntyre!
Yeah, baby. God damn, there's so much, man. I just gotta give it up, man. Stuart is killing it. He is killing it, man. He knows just what shots to bring up. He knows when to go, when not to. He doesn't watch the guy who's up on the stage, so that when the guy walks out of the frame, you got a blank screen. He's killing it. And he keeps time, which I can't remember to do. I can never remember. I need assistance because I am a senior citizen. In just a few days, actually, I'm going to be a senior citizen. Yes, thank you. I am wearing my glasses right now because this really tall, hot, blonde woman told me I looked better. She said I looked handsome, actually, which I haven't heard that since I was in my 20s and the girl was drunk. So I felt good. I do have I can do a short story. Not a long story, but a short story. I have actually. Had to pull over to the side of the road and shit into a In-N-Out box, because that's what you do when you've got a problem like that. I also did the whole thing with the school. I actually do teach acting. Thank you. And I teach teenagers. And I have a story that I have to say. I hope that the parents who hear this will understand that, stuff happens. It was the first day of COVID. The first day, like the day that they said everyone has to stay 6 feet apart, and that was a class. Well, the night before, a friend of mine had given me some keef to put in some food. And so I put some in, I just took the whole thing and dumped it in some chili the night before, put it in the crock pot. And then the next morning, I completely forgot I had done that. And I thought, oh, I'll try some, just to see how it turned out. So I took like a couple, three spoonsful. And then I went to teach class. And, of course, everybody's coming in, and all the kids are freaking out. And they're like, stay 6 feet away from me. Stay away. And so it was like this really tense thing. And we had this one kid who was just a jerk, He was too cool, he's like 13 or something. He was trying to be real cool. And every time he wouldn't do what I was telling him to do. And so he's doing a scene where he's supposed to be calling a dog, right? When you call a dog, what do? You go, here, doggy, you yell for the dog. And he's sitting there and he goes, here, Sam Duncans, here's Sam Duncans. Here's Sam Duncans. And I'm like, dude, you're calling a dog. I said, what are you doing? And he goes, well, I'm calling the dog. And I said, well, then fucking call the dog. Yeah, that was not a good move. and that's the only time. That's the only time in 12 years of doing this that I just lost it. And fortunately, the second class was canceled, so I didn't have to go through the rest of the day like that. Oh man, there were so many other things that came up that now I can't fucking remember anything because I'm a senior citizen now. Yeah, baby. Really looking forward to that. Being the senior because my dating life is over. So I'm planning on it. I'm not planning on going with anybody from here on out. I'm fine because I'm the best lover I've ever had. And, I can make it long. I can last a long time, or I can be done in 20 seconds. It doesn't take me long. I know what I'm doing. I've been practicing for quite a few years now. Was married for 18 years. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Good for you, you idiot. It was it was interesting. I think my wife was just a very, very unhappy woman with me, She just, I always tell people I'm really good to live around. I'm just not good to live with, It's like you can't live with me. It has to be like, oh, he's in the other room. I'm not going to do anything. The only two successful marriages I know are people who have so much fucking money that they can just take off anytime they want to and go, you're getting on my nerves. I think I'm going, to the Bahamas just to get out of the house. I had my snoring room, which is what it was called, which was really the no sex room. I was sent to the snoring room because I snored. I did snore, though, because I had to have a nose job. And I know it looks fantastic. I actually asked for the Nicole Kidman, and they gave me the Jennifer Aniston. So I was a little disappointed with that. And it didn't work. It did not work because actually this guy's like down here going, oh, Jesus Christ, he's going to talk about his fucking nose job again. Anyway, the nose would collapse. Like up here at the top, it just would collapse, and that's why I couldn't breathe. And when I went in, she goes, oh, no, you have deviated septum. And I was like, okay. And that's how she talked. It's not racist. And so they straightened out the septum, but now this part is worse, and so now I can't sleep on my left side. I got to sleep on my right side, so gravity holds the nose open, and it's just a big problem. I have no lips. Thanks, Dad. I have hair. You were talking about being bald. You ain't fucking bald, dude, man. You got a full head of hair there, man. It's like, God damn what I would do for hair like that. It's all gone. And the thing is that it wasn't like, normally you have the balding pattern where it's like, it's just thin up here for a while, or even if it gets bald, it's just totally bald up here, and then you got it on the side, and that's cool. But I had little patches. It looked like I was like in chemo or something. You know, I had little patches, and one was right here in the front, so I just grew it really long and did a comb back. And that worked for a little while until I would bend over, and then it would be like, it'd be floating down there. I'd walk out in the wind, and it would be like waving to people, you know, like those balloon people outside of the tire store, you know. So one day I just went, just shaved it off. And what is it with the guys with the top knots, you know, that like shave the hair on the side of their head and then they grow it all on top, and it's like, hey, fuck you, bald guys, look at that. I got a big top knot of full, rich, thick hair on top. I have hair everywhere I don't want it, right? It grows on the outsides of my ears. Like right now I can feel it's a little stubble. I got a little stubble. I got to shave my ears now, and I was thinking about, you know, getting the hair from my back put on my head, you know, just to do the transplant, see if that would work. Then it just looked like I had pubic hair on my head, so I decided against that. I didn't want a perm. Oh, what else? There's just so much. I got no ass. I have no ass. I mean, it's just, well, I mean, I have a little one, but it's, you know, you got to look for it, you know. Really got to look for it. Mentally ill. So, thank you, everybody. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, that's something to applaud for. We gotta be proud. Anybody else certified in here? Certified mentally ill? Yeah. All right. Yep, you are. Oh, of course. Yeah, it's the Catholic disease. I'm bipolar and ADD. I'm not ADHD because I'm too lazy. You know, I'm just way too lazy to have the hyperactivity. So, I just don't. I don't know why men would pee standing up. You know, it's just so tiring. You know, to be standing. At any opportunity I get, I will sit. And because of that, I've fallen in love with a bidet. I finally had to break down and buy one, you know, because it was just, if you haven't had a bidet, you don't know what you're missing. You got to try it. It's pretty special. I started off with an affair with my friend's bidet, but I couldn't tell him, you know, because it's kind of embarrassing, you know. And people talk about, you know, the age, like, you know, she's way younger than me, but she has seen way more ass than I have. I think that's good. I do teach acting classes here 7 p.m. on Tuesday nights. Just show up to the door. Come down, 10835 Santa Monica Boulevard. And if you are not completely turned away by the story I told about what happened in the classroom, and you're a kid who's under 18 and older than 8, I don't want to go any younger than 10. It's actually better. I have a class on Saturday morning at 11 o'clock. Film Actors Cafe. You can look it up online. You can also find me anywhere at Aaron McIntyre. That's AERON MACINTYRE. Everywhere. And so now I'm going to bring up the fabulous Samantha Linderman to close us out for the evening with one more comedian, correct?
Listen, I work with kids. I had an F slip up like my first week. I was working with the kid. I forget what I said, but it was like, oh my God. It happened to me literally on Friday because I thought I saw lice on the table. And I said, what the fuck is lice? And I was like, I'm sorry, guys. Is everybody okay? Is everybody okay? It's not lice. And then all the kids are scratching. They have lice in hand, foot, and mouth. Don't worry. You saw me sanitize. Don't worry. Hand, foot, and mouth. It's like, what else? What else? Hand, foot, mouth, eye, butt, leg. You know, doctor. Give it up for doctors. Give it up for comics. And give it up for your headliner this evening. He is so, what is the word? It's quintessential. Don't ask me. I love this guy. He'll tell you more about what he does and who he is. Put your hands together for the middle-aged muchacho, Billy Ramirez. Woo!
so much energy. But like, no, this is a workshop set. So here comes a stool. I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna try to look cool like all the cool kids do. Like, you ever see like Sean Tagdas do this? He looks extra cool when he's on the stool and he's just like all laid back, like he's singing a ballad or something. But anyways, my name is Billy Ramirez. I am Latino. Sometimes I wish my name was like Lorenzo or something like that. You know, something sexy. Like, I mean, like I appreciate looking like an undercover Latino these days. You know, because I'm far more likely to be mistaken for ICE than to be taken by ICE. But every now and then, I wish I had just like a tan, and my name was Lorenzo, and I had that voice, you know, like, hey, how you doing? I make love to you all of the day and all of the night, you know, something like that. But no, I have this voice, and my name is Billy. So anyways, nice to meet you, everyone. Nice to be here. I don't know, why am I saying that? It's a whole different feeling sitting on the stool. It really is. Yeah, you should try it. You'll try it. Yeah, it puts you more like a poet, like bookstore vibe, something. Yeah. Have you been reading? Are you reading? No, all right, whatever. Don't waste my set talking about books. I never learned how to read. Anyways, is anyone here getting older? I'm trying to accept the fact that I'm getting older, but it's a weird place to be because I don't have kids. I've never been married. Like, I don't have all those, you know, milestones to follow. I just kind of feel like an old kid, you know. And but at the same time, like, my body's not really breaking down, but I know the warranty's expired. Like, if I were to blow out my ACL, like, they might have to take the whole leg at this point. You know, like, it's all right. You know, it's check engine light's on, and right now the check engine light, it's my right shoulder. I just started hurting one day. Anyways, but does anyone believe in UFOs? I know you do. Yeah, of course, yes, I love it. I believe in UFOs as well, not because the universe is necessarily huge and ever expansive and immeasurable, but just because it's unidentified. Yeah. Like, if someone were to tell me about their day and say, like, oh, you know, today, check this out, I saw an object in the sky, and it just, like, it hung for a while, then it spun around, and then it shot off into the distance at 1,000,000 miles an hour. Like, it's unbelievable. It's like, and then I asked him, like, so you saw this object, but you're not sure what it is? Like, no, I could not identify it. Like, wow, you know, and then I wonder what that could be. And then we'd both just rub our chins and just stare out into the distance, wondering what it could be. But on the other hand, if someone told you, check this out. Earlier today, I was walking down the street, I looked up in the sky, and then I saw this object, and it hung up, and then it spun around for a while, and it shot off in 1,000,000 miles in the sky. And then I'd be like, oh, so do you know what it is? So yes, I was able to identify it. And then I'd ask, like, so what was it? And then they're like, it was a basket of Red Lobster Cheddar Bay biscuits. And then I would say, you are no longer allowed to watch my children. Yeah. Once again, I want to reiterate, this is a workshop set. This is not, don't worry, I'm not even walking into flappers like Julio on Wednesday. I'm going to do the UFO joke. I'm going to kill him with the UFO joke. All right, brunch. Who's a fan of brunch? Brunch, yes. I am convinced that brunch was invented by an alcoholic. Yeah, there's no way it wasn't invented by an alcoholic. You know, it's like, I would love to do the comedy at a brunch venue because you know half the audience is going to be either drunk or hungover. Let's see. So brunch, they call it brunch because it's between breakfast and lunch. But I don't know if anyone's ever woken up and gone to brunch and have a big old sweaty bowl of chili or something first thing in the morning, or, you know, they started the day off with an enchilada platter. You know, Aaron, you ever gone to brunch and had a branzino to wipe away the last remaining bits of sleep from your eyes? No, right? Yeah, it's a breakfast stuff, right? Yeah, you know, it's like, you know, but like back in the day, I used to have a problem with the sauce myself. And like not once did I ever wake up and get to an early bird breakfast or anything like that, you know, but more times than I could count, I could manage to make a 1 p.m. brunch appointment, you know, for some spongy waffles and flappies, you know, and a cup of coffee, maybe some croissant for extra sponginess. Yeah, so yeah, brunch is basically breakfast for alcoholics. Let's see, morning, yeah, because morning boozing, that's it, it's not bowling. Morning boozing, Morning boozing is a cry for help. So brunch is basically just an excuse to add booze to your orange juice. Thank you very much. I have a feeling you own a turtleneck. Yeah, of course you own a turtleneck. I've been thinking about turtlenecks recently. Not the animal part, but the sweater. I don't know if you've ever watched the show The Studio. It's my current favorite TV show. I've been rewatching it. I watch it all the time. And Bryan Cranston's character is always wearing turtlenecks. So I was thinking about turtlenecks and how it ever became named the turtleneck. Turtleneck, you know, because just imagine, right? So it's a sweater with a long neck named after an animal, and they chose a turtle. You know, like, I don't know, like, surely it was named during an emergency, or like that morning they found out that their uncircumcised sweaters weren't selling well. And like, oh, God, next shipment goes out at 5 o'clock. We need a new name. And then they're like, oh, you know, so, like, well, you know, do you have a new name? Like, yeah, how about, it has to be an animal. How about gooseneck? And they're like, oh, no, you know, the trailer and microphone people, you know, have a handle on that. And also geese, too. And they're like, oh, well, you know, or anyone else? Yeah, you. Like, oh, how about giraffe neck? That's far too long, man. I'm sorry. Oh, man, it's almost 5. How about turtle? Like, there, done, 5 p.m. I'll meet you at the bar, you know? So it's just, I would love to meet this person and see the way this person sees the world. Because at some point, this person, who named a turtleneck, saw a turtle. And the thing they remembered most was the neck. Right, so I don't know. I like to have a conversation with them. You know, it's like, oh, you know, hey, Mr. Turtleneck Namer, like, have you seen the new Shakira video? Like, oh man, have I seen the new Shakira video? I love Shakira. She's my favorite. She's got the hottest kneecaps. You know. Anyways, there's legs there, pun intended. Does anyone here hate cilantro? Yeah, cilantro rules. You know, I love cilantro. I'm a big fan of cilantro or coriander, depending on where you're from. But I love cilantro so much. So when I go get street tacos, I load it up with so many onions and cilantro, and then it basically end up with like an onion and cilantro taco with bonus meat. It's delicious. But if there's one bad thing, just come in. I'm just workshopping jokes. It's all good. If there's one bad thing about how do you feel about cilantro? Oh, there we go. There's jokes about you. It might. Hold on. Does it taste like soap to you? Yeah. Okay. Oh, it's exclusively for you. It's exclusively for you. All right. So the one bad thing, perfect timing. My God. One bad thing about cilantro is people who think cilantro tastes like soap. Yes. And so like, it's like, oh, how can you eat that? It tastes like soap. So I have a question for any soapy weirdos out there. Why soap? And why not another bitter food? You know, it's like, oh, you know, it tastes like broccoli rabe or, you know, burnt kale or that pizza you left in the oven when you got drunk and fell asleep watching The Office. Like, not that I would know, but I've heard it happens. Yeah, so it tastes like soap. Like, look, I know the soap might say like oatmeal and almond or like shea butter. Might have a picture of a cucumber on the box, but it's not food. Right. Yeah. So, anyways, but let's see if I can read my own writing. Okay. Oh, yeah, we might learn something about you. Because, like, whenever someone tells me that cilantro tastes like soap to them, I wonder, like, wow, you must have cursed a lot when you were a little kid. Did you?
Oh, I wasn't disciplined.
Oh, there you go. Anyways, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, So I hear someone say, like, oh, you know, I don't eat cilantro. I was like, well, you know, that's a small price to pay for growing up as a foul-mouthed little snot, you know. Anyways, all right, those are a little few jokes that I had planned for today. I have one. I'm still working on one about TV dinners. Is anyone here a fan of Salisbury steak? Yeah. Yeah, I knew Lee Schwartz would be a fan of Salisbury steak. My God, that's the. Do you have something to talk to? Do you want to talk? Like, no one should like Salisbury steak. That's my whole point of Salisbury. The whole. No food should seems like anything. The food should just be the food, right? You're eating food that seems like things. Are you?
handle a Salisbury steak. I could do it. I can eat anything.
Well, well, it's because you're losing your teeth, right? I'm just playing. When, all right. So you're leaving middle age. When does middle age start officially? What age do you think it is? No, well, it depends on. Well, I am, but what age? 40. Okay. Anyone? It's 40.
No.
Really?
People are like 100.
30. Wow, he says 30. Whoa.
50.
Yeah. Oh my lord. Yeah, he loves. Yeah. I was thinking 45. So yeah. 45. Okay. Anyways, all right, that's, my name is Billy Ramirez. You can find me at billyramirez.com, TikTok and Instagram at Middle Age Muchacho. Please welcome back the soap taster, Samantha Linderman.
Are you sure you don't want to just come say hi, say what you do? You come up? Okay, put your hands together for the newest member of the LASC family, the one and only Stu!
Hello, everyone. My name's Stuart, and I'm not funny or anything. I'm just going to be over there, and it's nice to meet you all. You all seem very kind. Well, who was the guy who was talking about the meteors? Oh, well, he seems mean. But, you can find me at Stu Luz. That's my TikTok, and yeah, that's it. And here you go.
Keep it going. Brennan is mean. That's like his thing. Brennan, you're so funny. He knows. I've known him since I was Stuart's age. No, I'm kidding. Guys, what a fantastic night. Just shows LA School of Comedy. You never know what you're gonna get. Best spot on the West Side for comedy. Thank you for allowing me to be your host tonight. I've been Sam. You've been great. And good night, Los Angeles, New York, Cornwall. I got a friend in Cornwall. If you're watching, stop making America look bad. He's like, I don't know